What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So I was asked by a number of subscribers to make a comparison video between Europe's top 2 discount brokers in the form of Trading 212 and DeGiro. Firstly, just some transparency, I currently have accounts with both of these brokers. I started off with DeGiro and then moved over to Trading 212. So to compare these two discount brokers, we're going to use 5 different topics. So the 5 subtopics we're going to compare for these two brokers are firstly fees, then we look at some more important topics such as your security of your actual capital. We then have a look at a product offering to see what markets and other products you can invest in within those brokers. We'll then take a look at the user interface, and finally we're going to compare how good they are in terms of some research and also some education within their own user face. And finally, we'll give my overall verdict which broker I actually prefer. So on screen you can see an Excel where I have the 5 subtopics, and at the end of the video we're going to see which one is better overall in terms of what broker I would recommend. We're going to give 1 point for each of the 5 topics, so we'll see who the winner is. We'll start off with fees, as both of these brokers pride themselves with their unique selling point of having very low to little fees. So in terms of fees, you need to look at 2 different aspects. Firstly, commission in terms of buys and sells, and also if there's any fees associated with depositing or withdrawing accounts. So with Trading 212, there's absolutely no fees for commission. So you have to pay absolutely nothing if you want to buy or sell a stock. However, if you do want to use your deposit, so if you want to deposit funds instantly, going forward you will have to pay a very, very minimal fee, like 0.07% or something like that. However, if you use a bank transfer, which takes about 1 to 2 working days, you have to pay absolutely nothing. So all in all, you can pay absolutely nothing in terms of commission for buys and sells, and also if you want to withdraw or deposit accounts. And here we are on DeGiro. You can see on screen I only have about €6 invested at the moment. It's actually not even invested, it's just in the account. I haven't used it in a while since starting using Trading 212, which I'll go into later on. But just in relation to fees, for commission you have to pay about 50 cents anytime you buy or sell a share or any other kind of investment. And also if you want to have a quick deposit, you have to pay like something like €1 at this stage. However, if you want to wait 1 to 3 working days, just like Trading 212, it'll be absolutely free. So in terms of who wins in the fees, it has to be Trading 212, just because of the commission that you don't have to pay anything. So Trading 212 gets the first point. Now the next topic is security of your capital. This definitely plays a huge factor in people's decisions when choosing a broker, and even in my own experience that was certainly the case, as especially with a discount broker you always feel that they might be little less protected in terms of your capital in comparison to some mainstream brokers. So with Trading 212 we can see on screen that if you're within the UK you're protected up to £85,000. However, it's strongly noted as well that if you're not from the UK, for example in my own situation, I'm living in Ireland, we're only protected up to €20,000. So that's kind of why I'm keeping my DeGiro account open, because we'll talk about them next. But in terms of when I get €20,000 in Trading 212, I certainly want to have another broker to start offloading some of my capital, because I won't be protected otherwise. So in terms of Trading 212, £85,000 if you're within the UK, but if you're not, just like me, if you're living in Ireland, it's €20,000. So again, I just want to stress as well, this is only in the unlikely circumstance, a very unlikely circumstance that is that any of these brokers actually went bust. So you don't really have to worry about this as such. However, it is important aspect to have in the background if it did ever happen that you would be protected. And with DeGiro, we can see on screen here that you're protected up to 100,000 in cash and €20,000 in assets. So for that point, because with Trading 212 you're only protected up to €20,000 regardless, the DeGiro kind of just slightly wins this aspect of the overall comparison, because you have €100,000 protection in cash also. The next topic is another very important topic in terms of when you're deciding on a broker, and that's what products and market offerings the broker actually gives. So on Trading 212 there's a vast array of different stocks and ETFs. We can see here on the left, for example, there's stocks, they have the most popular dividends, growth, volatility, etc. And then we can see what countries you can currently invest into, just Germany, UK, US, Netherlands, France, Spain and Switzerland being the main ones. We can also see them below, they have the top ETFs in terms of most popular, equity, inverse, etc. So there's definitely a very good choice of brokers in terms of stocks and ETFs that you can choose for within this broker. DeGiro, again, they offer a lot of similar products, but however, they do give you a lot more options as well. Now, saying that, a lot of people are only interested in the US markets, even myself as well at the moment. A lot of people only just invest within that market. But what I like about DeGiro is that you can actually invest in your own home market as well. So in my case, I can invest in the Irish market, which is a very handy option as well for me. We can also invest in European. We can see what markets. They have a lot more countries that you can invest in comparison to trading 2 and 2. We can also see Americas. They have Canada and the US. And they also have others in the form of Australia, Hong Kong, Japan and Singapore. Again, in the normal invest trading 2 and 2 account, you can only invest within stocks and ETFs. There is other options within the CFD account, etc. as well. That cost money and it can be a lot more risky as well. So with DeGiro, we can see that they have shares, options, futures, leverage products, they have bonds, investment funds, ETFs and warrants. So definitely in terms of product offering, DeGiro wins hands down. We can see at the moment that after 3 comparisons that DeGiro is currently leading the way 2-1. We can see that trading 2 and 2 won the fees, and then DeGiro won security and product offering. So now the last 2 topics are user interface and research and education. Now in terms of user interface, you need to realize again that there is 2 platforms for each of these in terms of mobile and web. So just for this comparison, as we're on the laptop, we're only going to look at the web platform, but I will take the mobile into consideration as well. We'll just even start off with that briefly. The trading 2 and 2 definitely wins in terms of the mobile platform. It's a lot easier to use and it's a lot kind of more modern in my opinion. So that's kind of 50% of the battle towards who wins this topic. But in terms of the web platform, we can see on screen here, DeGiro again. I prefer DeGiro because firstly, it's a lot more customizable. For example, now you can see that I'm in the dark mode. You can even change it back to light mode in settings as well. It's a lot more kind of interactive and they're trying to really plow that through as well in terms of making this broker more interactive by having pies that you can share, and you're able to share and interact with other trading 2 and 2 users also in the form of, let's say, the trading 2 and 2 hot list. So definitely I really do prefer the trading 2 and 2 platform. It's a lot more customizable and a lot more modern. Now don't get me wrong as well, DeGiro for a discount broker still is a fairly good enough platform. However, it is better in some aspects. Firstly, in terms of a more professional kind of outlook, it seems a lot more professional. But in my opinion, it's a lot more boring to look at. And again, I know investing isn't all about excitement. But in terms of having a quick, brief overview, certainly trading 2 and 2 is leading the way. Again, probably the main reason why I prefer the interface on trading 2 and 2 again is because it's a lot more customizable. I made many videos in the past, so I won't go into it today about how you can create pies and different pie features and be able to segregate and customize your own basket of shares into different orders in terms of preference. However, on DeGiro, you only seem to have one portfolio and you can't really segregate it into subcategories such as sector or, like, let's say high or low volatility sectors. So definitely trading 2 and 2 is my preferred option there. Now with it currently being 2-2, it comes down to the final topic in terms of comparison, and that's in research and education. On trading 2 and 2, there is a very kind of good platform all the way from beginner all the way up to advanced traders. We can see on screen here such examples. There's a drop down on the left here that you can go into, and you have videos for the beginner investor all the way up to the advanced and all things investing. So it's not just stocks, they have ETFs, they have bonds, they have CFDs, they have everything here. So it's very useful for any kind of level of investor. So that's very good in terms of trading 2 and 2. Having a look on DeGiro there doesn't seem to be any option for education or research. There is obviously your research or basic research just like trading 2 and 2. However, where trading 2 and 2 actually wins in this sector is that they have a lot of educational videos, whereas with DeGiro and trading 2 and 2, they are similar enough in terms of product offering for stocks, in terms of research for those stocks. But definitely trading 2 and 2 wins hands down for their education drop down menu. It is also worth noting that if we had to pick a 6th topic in terms of tax, DeGiro would win that because it's a lot easier to see your overall profit and loss. Up here we can go through days, week, month and overall, whereas on trading 2 and 2 it only shows your current shares profit and loss. So that's kind of annoying in terms of when you need to file tax. But for the purpose of this video, trading 2 and 2 wins in terms of the research and education sector. In summary, we can see that trading 2 and 2 wins this comparison with DeGiro, but only just 3-2. And on any other given day, DeGiro could have just as well won as well. But in terms of the 5 topics that we actually compared, trading 2 and 2 is the better option in my opinion. Saying that as well though, I will continue to use both brokers, especially when my trading 2 and 2 hits the 20k cap. So I'm going to continue then to keep my DeGiro account open. And because the only difference in the end of the day was the research and education part, they are pretty similar in my opinion. So either or is a good broker to start off with because they're discount brokers. If you found this video anyway interesting or entertaining, it'd be much appreciated if you're around here again to subscribe to the channel. And as always, it's brilliant if you consider liking the video, as it will help go out to more people. And finally, the most important thing, if you have any questions, queries, comments or suggestions, please don't hesitate to comment below and I'll be sure to get back to you as quick as I can. Thanks very much guys, enjoy the evening, and I will see you all in tomorrow's video.